'Tis the season to be jolly! This is what you should get, and this is what you should avoid at Christmas this year. Gifting for triathletes. Unless you know them quite well, they probably already have a lot of shit. I'm being the prime case here. I got into triathlon and I just bought everything. Anything like gels and fueling, okay, yeah, fair enough, they would be good. The only thing is, I think a gift should be something that that person shouldn't buy themselves. Whereas if you buy them anything fueling related, they're going to be buying that for themselves already. So, I mean, yes, it would be useful. Yes, it would help them, but is it a gift? Beanie hats, I mean, everyone's going to love a beanie hat. They're a bit like socks. Beanie hats for triathletes are like socks for most people. Socks, always a good option. To avoid anything that is fitted, shall we say. So by fitted, we mean cycling bibs. If you get the wrong size, there's a lot of chafing that can go on. You won't be thankful for that. Wetsuits, a centimetre here too big or too small, you either get chafage or you get flooded with water, which means you can't swim. So that's a bit of a don't get for anybody unless they're there to try it on in front of you. The same goes for cycling shoes, tri-suits and trainers. Now, they might be a generic size, but unless you know the specific type of trainer that they like and that they need, it could be a very expensive mistake. The bike is an absolute bottomless pit of money, and by giving somebody an upgrade for that bike, you might think you're saving them loads of money, unless you know exactly what it is that person needs and exactly what type of bike that person has and exactly the same type of groups that that person has. The bike upgrade you're buying, one, it might not be an upgrade it might not be an upgrade at all, and it might not be compatible with what they've got, and they might not want it, they might not need it. So any sort of bike upgrade, it's just a minefield. So stay away from that minefield. Bike vouchers, bike shops, all good. Right, triathletes are an odd bunch, and socialising is tricky anytime past 8 o'clock at night. We like getting up early, we like getting the training done. 8 o'clock means bedtime. It does not mean social engagement. I need to dress up and go outside. Yes, there's a time and a place for that. Anniversaries, weddings, christenings. If we absolutely have to, we'll do it. However, as a general rule, if you get me a cinema ticket or to go and see a show, I'm going to smile and say, thank you very much, fuck's sake. Social engagements after 8 o'clock, bit of a no-no. You want to take me to go and see a show at 1 o'clock, the matinee? All over it, great idea. 8 o'clock show, no. Now, triathlon memorabilia. Now, if you're getting something incredibly personal and meaningful about how somebody performed on that race, fantastic, that's a great gift. However, if you're getting somebody a mug that says triathlete on it, thoughtful, thanks. Other things to avoid, not because they're bad presents, but because they will probably already have them if they are triathloning. So a transition bag, I don't know why you need a transition bag. Quite simply, if you ever go to a race, they give you the bags to use anyway, especially any Ironman you do or challenge race you do, you get another bag. So they will have more bags coming out of their ears than anything else. A race belt, quite similarly, if they're already doing triathlons, they've already got a race belt. They don't need anything. Elastic laces for transitions, face value, it sounds like a really good gift, really good stocking filler. However, if they're already doing triathlons, they will already have elastic laces. So I know what you're thinking. What do I get them if I can't get them any of that? Well, I'm here to save the day. Don't worry. This is what to get a triathlete for Christmas. As we said, triathletes are nerds. We like data. So a really good thing you could get them is testing, whether this is VO2 max testing, lactate testing, fueling testing, as in how many carbs they can absorb an hour, whether it's sweat testing, any sort of testing is quite a good gift because generally people don't get that for themselves and the data coming out of it would be really useful and it's an incredibly thoughtful gift. So testing, definitely top tier gift that you could get a triathlete for Christmas. There are quite a few gadgets that you can get that would go down quite well. So something that's worked really well for me is the swim form goggles. I mean, having not come from a swimming background, and if the triathlete in your life does come from a swimming background, then they probably wouldn't like this. But the swim goggles did really help me. and they continue to help me. So they are a good gift idea for triathletes. They're quite expensive, so it might be something that they've not got themselves, but would go down well. The same for the Shox headphones. If they spend a lot of time outside and doing things by themselves, they've not joined a club or they've not got one local, then headphones can help the time go on. And Shox are quite good because you can use them in races, but they're good for swim, bike and run. So they are another good gift idea. Anything to do with recovery generally also goes down quite well, because recovery is usually missed or isn't done as well as it could be, shall we say. So things like sandals, the recovery sandals, they go down quite well. Anything like a massage gun, that would go down quite well. Anything like the salts you can get for a bath to help your muscles recover, any sort of recovery, anything really, would go down quite well, simply because everybody spends money on the latest trainers, everybody spends money on bike gadgets, everybody spends money on things to make them swim faster. The training side is usually what is missed, or the recovery side is usually what is missed. So if, generally speaking, if a triathlete can recover quicker with the amount of training that they're doing, the better they will perform. So anything really recovery related would go down well. So another thing is a bike fit. If you bought somebody a bike fit with the local bike fitter, or if they're really serious, go and see Matt Botchell, then that would go down really well. It's something that continually changes and you continually adapt to, so you will always need a bike fit. They generally are quite expensive, but it would go down really well and is definitely something all triathletes could benefit from.